Hey guys, what's up? So we're going to just talk about briefly, we're going to talk about everything you need to know and have as a freelancer. So this video mainly is for those who are newbies because I've been getting a lot of questions like, Walter, what is freelancing? How do I start this freelancing thing? And I find it funny when people put being a freelancer as this freelancing thing because freelancer is not being a freelancer is not just a thing, okay? And being a freelancer, it's not an occupation. It's more like how I put it, it's more like it's open to all. Okay, so there are no unique persons that are a freelancer. A freelancer is not limited to a particular set of skills. All right, so let's just dive into it. So basically, what we're just going to be covering up in this short video is what is freelancing? How can I become a freelancer? What skills can I offer as a freelancer? What do I need to become a freelancer? How do I find high paying clients as a freelancer? Okay, I'm going to make this as brief as possible. So what is freelancing? So freelancing is the act of offering your services to more than one customer. So you're not on an exclusive basis with a customer. You work with multiple customers. You know that your uncle who is into photography, right? That offers his services to different people. He is a freelancer. If he wasn't a freelancer, he'll probably be working with a production company and be tied to them. So all his time will be tied to them. Okay, so he can work with, he can maybe go in at 8 a.m., work with the production company he got a gig with at 12 p.m. He's at this thing, Lagos, shooting a client at a house for baby photos or maybe a newborn baby photos and stuff like that. And at this thing, at 6 p.m., he is at a party or something dedication or maybe a wake keeping for a burial, shooting videos and stuff like that. Now, what are the advantages of being a freelancer? Being someone like that, you get to earn more money and you have to be good at what you do and your prices are higher. If you are on a retainer, let's say you are working with just I'm still using the photographer or videographer here on example. If you're on a retainer basis, now let's say you are working with just a movie production company, let's say your pay is like 500,000 naira every month. So you are limited to that. You don't have time, you don't have stress to start going out to do other things. Very few jobs actually give you the space to be a freelancer. But let's say a freelancer on that one, you go that morning, you went to shoot with the production company, all right? So it's a busy day, okay, it's a stressful day. That morning you went to for the video production company, you went to help them out for the gig you got. Let's say that gig, it's just something you do sharp and they give you, and it's worth like 200,000, maybe after you go back and edit the videos and everything. So it's worth like 200,000, right? Then the next day, I said the next day, around 12 p.m., right? You went to shoot a client for her baby dedication, for her baby, a newborn baby, the photo shoot, stuff like that. All right. And everything, all the pictures you take and everything you do, the portrait and everything, let's say it entered about 200,000 naira too, okay? Like because if you want to get really good photos, they're actually quite expensive. Don't look at all these cheap ones they're actually quite expensive. If you want to do a portrait and the rest of them, all right? So that's 200,000 naira. You get to Lagos like to shoot kind of a baby, all right? So that's 200,000 naira for the set of photos you're meant to deliver. Now that's you've got the revenue of 400,000 just within that day. And then for this thing, wake keeping, it's something like 200,000 naira also, all right? So now you consider this work, your time to take you to print the jobs and everything and send the finished product back to the client. And you're getting, let's say your profit from 600,000 naira gross that day. This is just an example. You can span this across 3 days, okay? Because realistically, you don't want to be that tied up. So you have space to breathe and take care of yourself and your mental health and everything. So you do that and this thing, what do you call it? At the end of the day, your revenue from that 200,000 naira, let's say your profit is 250,000 or 300,000 or 200,000. So basically, for 1 day's work, you've made 200,000 naira, or for 3 days work. If you span those across 3 days, let's just say you did one each day, you didn't want to do everything. You've made 200,000 naira. Meanwhile, the video production company, you're only earning 500,000 naira a month. As a freelancer, you get the chance to choose how much work you want to do and how much you want to be paid. Directly, most times your payments are tied to the amount of work you can do and the hours you can do. So you have to take note of that. So when people say 200,000 naira a month and stuff like that doesn't really bother me because both me and some of my students have seen way more than that. in less than a week. So you want to put that into consideration. All right. So how can you become a freelancer? Quite easy. You have to, for the module I'm going to be teaching you guys, you have to have a particular set of skills that you are going to do. So basically, this is all about being a freelancer who sells his services to international clients, right? So you have to have some particular set of skills that is valuable. Copywriting, affiliate marketing, depending, yeah, affiliate marketing, UI, UX design, web production, database administrator, programming and the rest of those fixes, all right? Web developer and everything, app development and stuff like that. Now, once you have any one of these skills, okay, then what you want to do is this thing. Once you have any of these skills, what you want to do now is to find clients who will employ you for what you can do. There are different ways that you can get clients. I'm not going to be going into that in that video, right? So now, if you want to make the most money out of it, I recommend you actually sell to the international base because they pay you in dollar, and when you convert it here, you're basically making a lot of money for a little bit of job done. So basically, let's put it 500,000 a month, like I used in the previous example, is just a $1,000 gig. Now you get a $1,000 gig like 3 times in 1 month. You are making 1.5 million naira, like in a simple way. It's way less stressful. You get to stay at your house 247, or maybe you want to go somewhere and work, and you want to lodge in a hotel and work. I don't know who does that, but if you want to do that, that's fine. You and still work, okay? And you get to take your work around with you on your laptop or your phone, wherever you go. That's one of the benefits of being an online freelancer, all right? So what skills can you offer as a freelancer? I think we just went through that now. You can be a graphics designer, you can be a digital marketer, you can be an SEO king, you can be any of those things, all right? So you can be an SEO writer, you can be a website writer, you can be a web developer, database administrator. There are so many of them. You can even do data entry and the rest of that. You can write ebooks, you can write stories, you can do so much with that, all right? So next thing we're going to go, what do I need to become a freelancer? Now, basically, what I want to just tackle here is the fact that people are like, hey, Walter, do I need to have a laptop to be a freelancer? It depends. A programmer cannot, you can't be a programmer if you don't have a laptop, right? But you can be a writer without doing it, you can be a writer to be a freelancer. When I started offering my when I first started offering my service as a freelance copywriter, I just had my Infinix Hot 5, and that was what I used to make a lot of money before I got my laptop and this thing. And even once in a while, I still work on my phone. I still just do my work and write my stuff and send to the clients on my phone. Basically, even if I write on my laptop, most of my jobs get delivered to my client via my phone. So having a phone, it's good. But the routine is, if you're going to be starting out and you want to be using your phone, you want to cut off distractions. Basically, for me, what I did, I just uninstalled WhatsApp. Presently now, except my people who knew me, see me on YouTube and all these places where I run ads on, they don't really know really much what's happening to me. Once in a while, I go online, maybe I have to connect with some people. But I'm giving you that recommendation because you want to starve out the distractions, okay? You can be writing and somebody will tell you, oh boy, how far, show up. Or like, girl, see this thing on Instablog, stuff like that. And you don't want stuff like that to be hindering your progress, all right? It's one thing, everybody's hungry for success, but it's one thing to actually take the necessary sacrifice to get successful, right? So you have to starve yourself of the distractions. All right, so what do you need to become a freelancer? So basically, if you have depending on the category you're going into, you need to have either a laptop, but if you're mainly going into writing, then if you're mainly going into writing, then you don't really need to have a laptop immediately. All right, as time goes, you can get a laptop because it makes things easier, but for beginning, you don't really need it. It's only for programming and the rest of that, all right? So for programmers, you might need to have a laptop. For website developers and the rest, you need a laptop to make things easier for you. But for this thing, freelance writers, ebook writers, storytellers, and the rest of them, and those simple little tricks you can do that you know your phone is powerful enough to take. You don't need it. So that's not an excuse, okay? Don't come out telling me I don't have a laptop. No. Most of you are using high-end devices. I can just people are using iPhones, people are using, even if you have something as low as an Infinix Hot 5, that was how many years ago it came out, or Hot 4, you can still work with it, all right? So how do I find high-paying clients as a freelancer? So basically, I have a video for that. I have a video for that on my YouTube channel. And if you want more, I think that's the Upwork, how to go from $0 to $6,000 on Upwork in 3 months. That's one way you can find this thing. If you want more, then I suggest you get the high page freelancer premium. The link is just down below. I'll take you on everything you need, both to start as a freelancer down to earning high. If you have zero skills, then I'm going to teach you what has made me millions, which is copywriting. Within the last 10 months, I've made over $40,000 with copywriting. And if you convert that, that's about within 16 to 20 million naira. So you want to consider that. All right, so that's all for this video. I believe I've answered most of the questions you guys have. If you have others, feel free to send them. I'll make a video about it.